Election in the United States of America is being very hot. Because whether Kamala Harris will become the winner or Donald Trump will once again become the president of the United States of America, because this is a great debate. Earlier, Joe Biden was supposed to stand against Donald Trump, but at the time Donald Trump was saying that Joe Biden has become old and he is now fumbling, and he is unfit for being the president of the United States of America. But now what is happening in the United States of America now? Kamala Harris is not yet 60. Yeah, she is going to be 60, while Donald Trump is much older, right? Probably 74 he is now. So 74, yeah, 78. So you see, the wheel has been shifted. The wheel has been shifted. The claim or the complaint that Donald Trump was making against Joe Biden, that that has been changed. That arrow has become a boomerang towards him. Right. So now I would say that what is the latest status of the presidential campaign and the support base in the United States of America? Though Joe Biden gave up, and Kamala Harris immediately come up in the Democratic Party, and she was immediately supported by many of the Democrats, including Barack Obama. So definitely, with her fiery speeches, and with her laughing faces, and with her with her amiable and with her friendly gesture, she has won the heart of millions of Americans within few days, or within few months, or within few months rather, I would say. Right. So what happened? What is happening in the United States of America? It is very interesting to note that Joe Biden is not being supported by the GOPs, by the by important members of the Grand Old Party or the Republican Party. Right. It is said that that with more than 100 GOP cabinet members, administration officials, and envoys declaring their support for Kamala Harris despite their reservations about Democrats. Yeah, they say that they may not be supportive of the policies of some of the policies of the Democrats, and some of the policies have been taken by Kamala Harris, but still, despite that, Donald Trump's susceptibility to flattery and manipulation by Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping, unusual affinity for other authoritarian leaders, contempt for the norms of the decent, ethical, and lawful behavior, and chaotic national security decision making are dangerous qualities. So these are the dangerous qualities of Donald Trump. Who are saying the members of the important members of the Republican Party are saying. Okay, so they are saying that he is unfit to serve again as president, or indeed in any office of public trust. So this is the perception of the GOP members. So this is the perception of some great Republicans, and definitely it will create a negative impact in this election, right? So they wrote a letter. They published an open letter which says that on the beliefs of previous one in August, in which 238 former Republican staffers, 238 Republican staffers. Do you know who were included in that list? So Republican staffers endorsed Harris over Trump. 238 Republicans endorsed Kamala Harris over Trump. Okay, so the later ridiculed by Trump campaign, but definitely Donald Trump and his campaigning team are ridiculing this letter, and they are saying it's bogus, it has no any importance or significance, but actually people know that it has great significance. In that letter, ridiculed by the Trump campaign, which said that no one knows who those staffers are, because they may be, definitely they may be not famous, they may be not so important, but they are really important, because I am going to tell you the names. Okay, so signatories to the new letter include former ambassadors to India. Who is not an insignificant person, it's not a common or general person. One was former ambassadors to India, who his name was Richard Blackwell, and Pakistani ambassador, Pakistan's ambassador, US ambassador Richard Boucher, and China Winston Lord. Besides, who were there? Besides former cabinet members William Cohen and Chuck Hagel, spy chiefs even John Negroponte and William Webster, former lawmakers and senior officials in various Republican administrators. You see, in various Republican administrations, these persons worked. 238 staffers of the White House or of the Republican Party. They are what are they are not endorsing Donald Trump. Instead of that, they are endorsing and they are loving, they are showing their solidarity behind Kamala Harris, the Democratic candidate, right? So this is definitely a significant part, and this is a positive impact she has been able to create in the minds of the American people. So the Republican administration, okay, so their services are rendered across the White House, the Department of Defense, Treasury, State, Justice, Homeland Security, Commerce, and other agencies, and even in Congress. So Donald Trump cannot ridicule their views. They cannot, Donald Trump cannot avoid and cannot avoid the remarks made by these great number 238 former Republican staffers, okay, so often dismissed as the Washington elite and deep state by the MAGA constituency. What is happening? The official said open during his first term presidency. What did Donald Trump do during his first presidency? So he promoted daily chaos in government, praised the enemies of the United States of America, and undermined the allies of the United States of America, and politicized the military, and disparaged the veterans of the USA, prioritized his personal interest over the interest of the United States of America. So these are the allegations labeled by the Republican staffers in the letter. All right. So he also betrayed the values of the United States of America, democracy, and these countries, America's founding documents. So these are the allegations have been made by those staffers. So that will create definitely a bad impact on the general voters, and it reflects that many people, many Republicans also, many important Republicans of the United States of America also do not like Donald Trump. Okay, so in contrast, they praised Harris. On the other hand, they praised Kamala Harris, for demonstrating a commitment to upholding the ideas that defines the U.S. Freedom, democracy, and rule of law. U.S. freedom, democracy, and rule of law. And being an attorney general, she worked very hard, and she worked tremendously successfully for the people, for the general people, and for the students, for the teachers, and for the laborers, for the women also. So that is why she has already created a positive impact in the minds of the people. So there is a chance of winning definitely more for Kamala Harris. Okay, so people say that they recognize and do not disparage potential concerns of Republicans. So including about some of the positions advocated by the left wing of the Democratic Party, but they say that any potential concerns pale in comparison to Trump's demonstrated chaotic and unethical behavior and disregard for our republic's time-tested principles. So these are the allegations made by the Republicans themselves, right? But and that is not in a harsh manner. That has been published in a letter, right? So the broader mainstream Republican support for Harris came despite 2 assassination bets on Trump, because Trump is always claiming that it is the handiwork of the Democrats, but Trump supporters are accusing Democrats without the slightest proof of trying to kill the ex-president, because there is no any proof that Democrats have plotted to kill or to assassinate their rival candidate Donald Trump, right? So this is the scenario. The MAGA ploy of demonstrating of demonizing immigrants with stories of them eating dogs and cats. Yeah, Donald Trump, in that few days ago, there was a debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. There also Donald Trump was saying that the migrants are eating the American dogs and pets, dogs and cats. So there was a very base and very ridiculous complaint he made. Right. So this has no base. So on the other hand, Harris starting to gain support, including in previously Trump-leaning states such as Iowa and Florida, which she has narrowed wide where she has narrowed wide gaps. Right. So these are the states where Iowa and Florida had very strong base of Donald Trump, but these states are also they are also people are supporting Kamala Harris. Okay, and there was a very personal attack on Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris, yeah, definitely at the age of 50 she got married. Everybody knows that, but she may not have biological child, but she has her her husband's 2 daughters are there. Okay, so yeah, but there was a complaint from Arkansas governor, and while and ex-White House spokesperson Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and she told that, so my kids keep me humbling. Unfortunately, Kamala Harris doesn't have anything keeping her humble. So this was a personal attack, and even the Republicans also do not support this, because Donald Trump's running mate J.D. Vance also did not like, because childless cat ladies. This comment was not supported even by the Republican party members, many Republican Party members, right? So Harris, yeah, everybody knows that Harris got married at the age of 50 with Dove Imhoff, all right, and she is a stepmother of Cole and Ella. So his children from his first marriage, right? So, and they fondly called her Momala, right? Kamala. So Kamala, mother Kamala, right? This is Momala, they say Momala. So she also helped to raise her sister Maya's daughter Mina. So she is having a good relationship with even Dove Imhoff's wife, because Imhoff's wife also has endorsed Kamala Harris, and she also has praised Harris, and her daughters also are campaigning for Kamala Harris. So this is the situation where Kamala Harris is getting support from her family members, from her husband, from her daughters, from her sister's daughter, and from many people of her family, and definitely she is getting help from the Democrats, and even from the members of the Republican Party also. So this is a good sign for Kamala Harris, and hope that actually she cannot be bad, because she has blood of India. India is a country where we believe in non-violence, where we believe in peace, where we believe in love, where we believe in tranquility, where we believe in fellow feeling, where we Indian people believe in non-violence, and we think that India is India. Indian spirituality, Indian philosophy is the greatest among in the world. So she belongs. Her forefathers, I mean her mother belongs to India. So that is why in her blood, Indian blood is running through her vein. So she cannot be bad. And once she become the president, she will be the first woman president in the United States of America in the history of 240 years, right? So she will be the first black woman. She will be the first black American. So so this is she will be in many places. She will be the first. And I also extend my support from I mean from India, from a far place. Okay, I extend my support and heartiest congratulations. I mean congratulations for because I see her as the president, the next president of the United States of America, because she is now she has become an apple of eyes of the people in the United States of America, and she is now a popular name. She is now a household name in the United States of America. So, but on the other hand, people, not all people, majority people do not like or do not support Donald Trump, because people have seen his activities, his actions, his policies regarding border security, his policies regarding migration, his policies regarding tax, his policy regarding healthcare that has been created by Barack Obama, and his policies regarding migration, I told, and his policies regarding women empowerment, and his policies of business, and his international relations with those who are not very supportive of the US alliance. So his foreign policy was also bad. And lastly, I would say that that Donald Trump also during the last election, when he was defeated, he was not accepting his defeat. Rather, he told his followers, and they thronged in the Capitol Hill, and they also created chaos there. That is why people of the I mean conscious people of the United States of America are not supportive this time, and they are rather supporting Kamala Harris. And many of the people, most of the majority of the people like Kamala Harris. I also like Kamala Harris, and I wish her best of luck, and I wish to see her on the 20th June probably to be in the White House, not as vice president, as the president of the United States of America. With this expectation, with this hope, and with this ambition in my mind, I would like to close this. Thank you very much.